everybody, we are in my kitchen today. I'm going to be meal prepping some chia pudding. I have been craving chia pudding for a while. I feel like it makes such a good breakfast, and I love that it can be like just ready whenever I get up, so I can eat something real fast. And it's also something that I find is really easy to eat in the mornings, especially when I don't have much of an appetite. I can always go for some chia pudding. So we're gonna be making a few batches. I don't have many containers to put it in, so these little guys are gonna have to do. I'm gonna try to make 2 to 3 so that I can use most of my coconut milk. That's what I'm gonna be using to make my chia pudding today. And this only has a few ingredients. I use chia seeds, of course, the coconut milk, vanilla extract. Right now I only have this imitation vanilla flavor, so that's what I'm gonna have to use today. And then also some maple syrup to sweeten it. You could use agave or honey, whatever you prefer. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and add the chia seeds. I'm going with the ratio of 2 tablespoons of chia seed to a half cup of the coconut milk. But if you want it thicker or thinner, you could always adjust the consistency. And then next, I'm just going to add a little bit of the vanilla. Ooh, that was a little much. To each one. Sometimes I measure it, sometimes I just do it like this. And then I'm going to take the maple syrup and add like a tablespoon to a half tablespoon to each one. I'm almost out of this, so I'm going to use it sparingly to make sure I have enough for all of them. I think I have just enough for these 4. Yeah. And now it is time to add in the coconut milk. And then I'm going to add a half cup of this to each container. I just prefer the flavor and the texture of the chia pudding when you make it with the coconut milk, but you could use any kind that you like. It looks like there was just enough for each one. I wanted to make sure all of this got used, and I have succeeded. So now I'm just whisking each of these with a fork until it is well combined. Then these are going to set in the fridge for at least 8 hours, I would say, for the best consistency. And normally I just leave them overnight and they're ready to go in the morning. Definitely be back to the kitchen for some more meal prepping / ingredient prepping later on in the day, but for right now that is all I wanted to accomplish. I got my breakfast done and ready to go. I feel like chia pudding makes the perfect snack or breakfast, and even like a little sweet treat sometimes. I feel like a chia pudding will satisfy me fully, especially if you put some really yummy toppings on it. So that is breakfast for the week. Good morning, guys. I am about to make breakfast. I'm going to be using one of the chia puddings, of course, because that sounds so delicious right now. I'm gonna have to cut my fruit for that, but I'm also making some cottage cheese toasts. I'm super excited for this. I put my toast in for like a little extra time because I felt like they needed to be a little more toasty, but I also don't want them to get too stiff, so we're gonna leave it at that. I have some guac spread that I made yesterday. It's getting a little bit brown, but I think it'll still be good on top of the cottage cheese. And then I'm also going to cut up some cucumber and some tomato to go on top because I'm just in the mood for like a really fresh and refreshing breakfast. So we're gonna take some cucumber, guac, and then I'm gonna grab a tomato. I was thinking about doing some red onion as well, but there's red onion in my little guac spread, so I feel like that should be enough. And then I'm also gonna grab out a lemon because I feel like it would be good if like a little extra squeeze of lemon juice on top of it. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna set these toasts aside. Let's go ahead and chop up all these veggies first. I feel like my cucumber is getting a little soggy. It's like really, really watery, but I think it'll still be good for this, and then I'll use the rest of it in a water. Trying to debate how many will actually fit on the toast, but I feel like this will be a good amount. Yeah, the rest of this can just go in my water. I need to go to the store and grab like some juicing essentials. I need more celery, some more cucumbers, probably some more lemons and limes. I'm also gonna cut a little bit of this lemon to put in my water. And then I think I'm gonna add chlorophyll to that. And then of course it needs some more ice. Alright, so we got our morning beverage taken care of. Perfect. I might add a little bit more lemon. But let's get back to the task at hand, which is breakfast. I feel like half a tomato will be good, since I have a lot of other stuff going on the toast. And then I'm gonna cut a little chunk of lemon so that I can squeeze it on top of each of the toasts. So I'm just going to start by topping each of these with a little bit of the cottage cheese. And then after that, I will add the avocado. Honestly, don't know how much to add, so we're just gonna add a few spoonfuls on each. I feel like this is just like a great way to get a little extra protein in. I find that all the things that I crave for breakfast aren't that high in protein, so trying to change that and introduce myself to some options that get me excited to get my protein in the morning. I'm already so excited. This looks so good. Since I only have enough for like literally this, I'm just gonna use the same spoon. A little stir. This is not going to be like pretty on top, but it'll be good. A little bit of avocado for some healthy fats. I used most of this yesterday on an avocado bagel with cream cheese, and it's literally so good. This is like my favorite. That's like my favorite breakfast, but who knows? This one might take its spot. Just don't mind the suspicious color of the avocado. I swear it'll still be tasty. Now I'm gonna assemble my little toasts. That one's so thick. Oh my gosh. Both of these are so thick. Should have cut them a little bit thinner, but that's okay. And then tomato. I feel like this is going to be so fresh and tasty. So definitely not as pretty as the ones that I saw on Pinterest, but hey, I'd say that they're coming together pretty nicely. I'm gonna add some lemon, a small drizzle of olive oil, and then some salt and pepper. I'm like literally almost out of olive oil, so we're gonna make this go as far as we can. All right, now for our little squeeze of lemon juice. Okay, heck yeah. I'm gonna put the rest of this in my water because I feel like it doesn't need all that lemon. Just a little drizzle. And then some salt. I don't have a salt shaker, so hope I don't put on too much. And then finish off with some pepper. They look so cute. Okay, I love it. So the toasts are done. I'm so excited. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna like drop one or something, but I'm holding myself back from taking a bite because I want to take a picture of them with everything, like once the chia pudding is ready. So we're gonna set those aside. And then I'm going to prep the fruit. I'm gonna use a kiwi and some strawberries, I think. This one seems good. I literally have 4 strawberries left. I'm probably gonna use 2 on this. I guess I'll have enough strawberries for one more round of chia pudding. But here we go. It's all set and ready to go. I just have to chop this fruit up. Let's cut them up and see. I've heard that some people just eat the skin, so honestly, I'm not concerned that if it gets left on there. Be a little extra texture. Alright, so this is breakfast. I'm so excited for these toasts. They look so good, and then of course, the chia pudding, which is going to be delicious. I just need to add some honey to that. It's time to do a little test and see if this toast is any good. I already know the chia pudding is delicious, but the toast is what I'm the most excited to try. So let's try it together. Ah. Mm. That is so good. It's so fresh. I honestly didn't know, I didn't know what to expect from the cottage cheese, but it adds like a really creamy layer, almost like ricotta toast. Especially with the guac, this is so good. This is gonna be my new little breakfast obsession for sure. It's a little hard to eat, but I'm not gonna complain about that because it's really good. And if I used like a harder sourdough bread, I think it would be absolutely perfect for like supporting the weight of the cottage cheese. Gotta stay hydrated always. And then let's take a bite of the chia pudding, just because I've been hyping it up to you guys. I gotta at least try it on camera, you know? The coconut milk just gives the chia the perfect texture, I swear. And almost like gives me like, you know the feeling of like eating like tapioca pudding? It's literally gives me that feeling with like how creamy the coconut milk is. And perfect way to get in some chia seeds. They got omega-3s, super good for you. And I love how versatile chia pudding is as well, because yesterday I had it with, same thing you guys saw me put on it, but I also added a little bit of melted peanut butter to drizzle on top, and it was so good. It was like the perfect little sweet treat. That was my dessert for the day, and I was completely satisfied. So I can't recommend chia pudding enough, as long as like you don't mind the texture. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this off camera so that I can work on responding to some of my Instagram comments. Get all of that done. I've already posted for the day on there. I just need to engage with my community and get back to the comments that are waiting for me on my posts. I feel like I procrastinated so much. So I'm trying to get better at that. Maybe have like a little bit of time during breakfast where I just go through, respond to comments. So I'm gonna try to see how that goes today. I'm kind of just messing with my routine a little bit to see what truly works best for me and what makes me the most inspired. Yesterday I put on a podcast while I was cleaning. I was the most productive that I've been in weeks. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that today, put on a podcast. I've been listening to In Hindsight, as always. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you'll know that I'm always listening to his podcast. The other one I've been listening to a lot is the Mel Robbins podcast, and I swear that one gets me so excited because it's a little bit longer. She has like over an hour-long episodes, and that's the one that really I feel like gave me that push to keep going and cleaning my house yesterday. She just always has so many insightful thoughts, and it really just feels like you're talking to a friend, and all the guests that she invites on are just phenomenal. My friend actually recommended her to me, and she was 100% right. She told me that it has genuinely changed her life, and I think it is changing mine too. So pretty looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited. Just gonna be doing some cleaning today, trying to get caught up on a lot of content that I've been working on, thinking about. I feel like I always have so many ideas in my mind, and I'm trying to get a lot better at actually getting them out there, putting them on paper, putting them in my camera roll, whatever it is. I just need to take action, I feel. And I feel like that's really where the energy of my life has been heading, is just moving more towards action instead of having a season of recovery. I definitely needed the season of recovery that I have been in previously, but I feel like it's time. I'm starting to feel that itch again, that itch to like create, to get out there, to experience life, to level up. And yeah, I'm just going to try to lean into that fully, stay in alignment with what is meant for me, and really put this creative energy to use, because I feel like a fountain of ideas coming out of me, but I just need to get better at acting on them and making sure that they don't just disappear, you know, and I forget about them. That is always the saddest thing, when I had such a good idea for content and then I look back and I'm like, oh, I never made that. This could have been so good. And of course I could make it like when I remember it, but I feel like it always feels better when you create it in that moment and capture that creative energy that you're feeling authentically. So that is going to be my morning, a podcast, doing some cleaning, finishing up breakfast, and trying to catch up on my Instagram engagement. So I might check in with you guys again while I'm cleaning, maybe after I'm cleaning, maybe after my podcast episode when I have some more thoughts. We'll see, but I hope you guys enjoyed having breakfast with me, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the vlog. Just went and checked my mail, and Magna sent me these electrolyte powders. These are watermelon lime flavor. This is magnesium powered hydration and electrolytes. They have 0 sugar, supposed to be really good for focus, energy, and recovery, which is perfect, especially for like when I get home from the gym. I'm so excited to give these a try, and I wanted to try them with you guys for the first time on camera. I already went ahead and mixed it up in my little glass. They're just normal, like, electrolyte packets. It says it has magnesium L-threonate, magnesium malate, magnesium glycinate, sodium, and potassium. And it says it contains 50% of your recommended needs of magnesium. Ah! So yeah, I just wanted to try it for the first time with you guys on camera so you can see my real reaction to sampling this. So we're about to test it out. Let's see. Oh, that is so good. Wait. The watermelon lime is delicious. I feel like they got this flavor on point. It's perfect. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of liquid IVs or water boys. Those are the two that I've mainly tried, but this is so good. It's not too salty, it's not too sweet, and it doesn't have like that weird sugar-free aftertaste either, which is what I was a little bit afraid of, but there's none of that. So good. It looks like it dissolved pretty well. It did take like a little bit of stirring to get it to dissolve all the way, but I think if you had it in like a shaker or like a water bottle where you could like shake it a little more aggressively, it probably would blend a little better. But my glass straw did the trick. You can see there's no clumps in there. I've been looking for an electrolyte powder that I actually like enjoy for a while, so I feel like this was absolutely perfect that they reached out to me. And if you guys want to get some money off, you can go ahead and use my link in the description or use my code Katie's Corner to get 15% off your purchase. And you can always adjust the flavor by adding more or less water, but I think the 16 ounces of water is the perfect mix for these. In the evening, we had a big thunderstorm, so we went outside and just enjoyed the thunder, enjoyed watching the lightning for a little while on the porch. My little plants got a nice little rain bath, which I'm sure that they enjoyed. And we also had the storm chasers up on my husband's phone because I was afraid there was going to be a tornado, but it really doesn't take much for me to be afraid there's going to be a tornado, so that's not saying much. But I absolutely love thunderstorms, and I love just sitting and enjoying them any chance that I get. It is just one of the most relaxing and peaceful things to me. It's not showing them that. It's
hail.
Starting to hail, that's what I was gonna say. That's no good. Isn't that one of the signs? Uh-oh, the wind's going to...
Yeah, but it's gotta be really big hail.
It could be. We just haven't seen it yet. honestly getting kind of crazy out here, and the water's kind of still hitting me, even though I'm all the way in here. It's peaceful out here. Don't go far, you're gonna blow away.
Whoa. That was nice.
That was dope. And then my husband just got another guitar from his friend who was moving, so I went outside, listened to him play for a bit, and I swear this was so therapeutic with the thunderstorm in the background. I couldn't have asked for a more relaxing evening.
This guitar was so tiny.